Gnarly list, if you don't hear these drops, then it's not a true exclusive.
My bad, man.
Yeah, new studio. This is my garage. I'm out of the downtown apartment and I'm in a house on the east side. But tonight we have two intros, because why not? The first one, some AI-generated slop. Let's start with a Black Sabbath quote from the song After Forever. When you think about death, do you lose your breath or do you keep your cool? That's skateboarding in one question. Sabbath dragged riffs slow and heavy, staring straight at the dark and not blinking. Cool Keith did the same thing as Dr. Octagon. Spacey, offbeat, saying wild stuff with a straight face like it was nothing. That's flow. A sick line isn't rushing tricks like you're scared of the spot. It's staying calm when it gets sketchy, letting it breathe. Rolling through chaos like you planned it. Same energy, doom riffs, weird rap, four wheels. If you lose your breath, the line's over. These are sick lines. I don't like this smooth-brained, AI-generated horse shit. Let's roll it again.
I can smell the ugly boots.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Ask him about the car.
My future, if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities.
Inside the locker is a red duffel bag. Inside the red duffel bag is $2 million.
What's up, homie?
Hey, how's it going?
You cool?
Mic check. I walk around the street with...
Let's get into the real intro, the off-the-dome shit you were looking for from the beginning. I am using that smooth-brained AI shit as a device. It'll come back around. There's even a storyline tonight, the fake commercials I created with AI. You may understand it. You may think it's insane. I don't give a fuck either way. But our real quote comes from Redman. Fuck the smooth shit. I get down with the boom bip like Q-Tip. Kick more styles than Bruce Shoes kick. The unofficial 13th member of Wu-Tang. What a legend. I wanted to highlight another rapper. I think we've only quoted Mac Dre and MF Doom so far, which those are some heavy hitters, but I wanted to get into some more. We also have a special tonight, a special feature. Corey Duffel chose a skater to feature in some lines tonight. I'm going to feature Duffel and the guy he talked about right next to each other. Look out for it in round 3. We're covering everyone from Tom K to the dude on Asics with dreads to Mark Gonzalez and everybody in between, maybe even a Heath Kirchart. I did want to talk about people that are emailing me about setting up an Instagram. Stop emailing me that. Stop telling me to set up a Patreon. And stop offering me shitty sponsorship deals. If you're not Jim Tebow and you're not giving out free Anti-Hero and Independence and Vans shoes, I don't want your sponsorship. Well, maybe I do if you're giving out nicotine pouches or weed pens. But other than that, go fuck yourself. That's what this whole channel is predicated on. But anyway, let's get into Sick Lines Part 3.
Trapaholics, bitch.
Most Taoism and skateboarding ride the same road. Balance isn't about locking into place, it's flowing with what shifts beneath you. When you stop forcing it, gravity and momentum do the work. That's Wu-Wei.
Can you smell it?
We started with a West Coast or an East Coast powerhouse last time, Reese Forbes. Let's start with the West Coast powerhouse. You don't know who Heath is? It's just like Redman. Get the fuck off my channel. Do I even need to say anything here? Look at how fast he's going. Look at how under control he is. That nollie flip was kind of lazy and slow. Love how he takes the front blunt to fakie. Oh my God, what a powerhouse. I already did a legend episode about Heath. Maybe I'll do a second one. He's that good. Love the way he set up for that nollie flip. How lazy it slapped his front foot. And the front blunt to fakie just never gets old. What we got next? New World Order? How about some fucking Daewon? Some underground Daewon. Tray flip over the curb. And then what is he piecing together here? Inward heel flip manual with style. Do you know what year this is? Early 90s? You should probably know what it is. You're dressing like this year. Rodney versus Daewon song, round 1. You ever seen this video? Tray flip over. Kind of a motif we've got going. Nollie back heel was absolutely proper. If you're going to push switch Mongo and it doesn't look as good as Daewon, just learn how to switch push. It's got to look as good as Daewon. And obviously he has a ton of tech lines that I could easily peruse through and choose, but I like the way he threads this all together. This is kind of a foreshadowing of what would come from his career before Deca, before a lot of other things, almost round 3. The guy is so talented. He maybe is, if you had to say it, the most talented skater to ever exist. I hate to say it. A guided tour ASICs. You know who Victor Campos is? Big backside big spin down the double set. Quick shove it. It was amazing how quickly he landed and did that. Tweaked fakie ollie. And then I think this really seals the deal. The switch backside big spin. This guy is a manual and tech god as well, but I love the way he puts together this line. The switch tray flip burned worms, and it was sick as fuck. And maybe we have a couple more lines after this coming in a station like this, a train station. I couldn't find the Wes Kramer one that happened on this spot, but that switch backside biggie was so sick. And then he just sort of shifts around to switch. So rad, Victor. Timecode? It's time to get in some Fred Gall. You don't know who Fred Gall is? You sure as fuck do. Look at this line. 50-50's the rail. A little shifty ollie into the bank, and he just pushes for what seems like an eternity. Unless you're a big fan, then you wish he pushed more before he ollies over this rail into the crazy bank. I know the quality of this upload is horrible as far as this one video part. It's still so sick. The half cabs, the tray flip, a switch god, a transition god, a crusty spot god, New Jersey's finest. He's right up there with Tame One and Redman as a fucking absolute New Jersey devil. God damn, there's only that one goalie off their hockey team that's maybe more of a legend. I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. The way he ollied over and wall rid down, I think this is 94. So sick. Let's go to his part in Inhabitants too. Just wanted to show off some East Coast crust. To me, this is Atlantic City. I think it makes a better story if it is. Maybe it isn't. I love the way he tray flips. Completely opposite Cody Mack. There was no stanky leg on that shit. There was no disarmo on that shit. His feet almost heel clicked. And then this boosted frontside ollie. So rad. You just know that spot is so rough. It's a pumice stone for his entire, all the skin on his body. He falls, he's fucking done for. He's ripped up. Road rash. You might as well wear full leathers. But Freddie doesn't need to, because Freddie has this inborn skill in his skating that I can't really explain. No one can. But you're just so stoked to see him doing it. So rad. Let's check out Silas in the same video. Fakey 5-0, perfect half cab flip, shredding Davis right here. And what's he set up for on a rail trip? Back 180 nose grind. So ridiculous to do in a line. And you know how good Silas is. We've talked about him before. We will talk about him again. One of the most gifted ATV legends to ever pick up a fucking board. Man, that was so rad. And then the way he works this spot, ollie up, ollie on, ollie over. So rad. Fluidity, style, speed, the weird hat, the off-green hat. Eastern Exposure 3. You ever heard of this video? You ever heard of a guy named Donny Barley? I picked this one. Donny's a really powerful skater. I think he inspired Westgate and Busenitz. I once commented on a Busenitz trick that Donny Barley inspired this, and then Donny liked the comment and said thank you. What a nice guy, but he's surfing on this. This is not skateboarding. He's on water right here. He slappies up the curb. That's so fucking rad. Dan Wolf putting this together in all black and white. I think it's the original skate video in all black and white. And we will see Bordeaux exposure in this video later. Leo Valls, if you know who that is. Donny is just straight, raw power. Blueprints lost and found. I may have thrown this line in here twice because it's the most beautiful push to ever happen in the middle of a line. Name a fucking better one. Gino, Busenitz, whatever you got. Name a better one. That nollie fucking big spin that way. And then the most casual push ever. I don't care what you do after that. It's such a sick line. Baker 2G, it's about time we touched on Mr. Jimmy Greco. Switch crooked grind, the open jacket. I remember snowboarders were even dressing like Jim Greco at this time. 2000, 2001, sick switch frontside flip. The way he kind of arced his foot out there, his front foot to hang on to it. The open jacket is what seals it. And the back 3, none of it was that clean, but I think that's what I like about Jimmy's style. He might have been shooting up heroin right here. He might have been clean by this point. I couldn't tell you. That doesn't really matter. It's just a backstory, a backdrop for this amazing line. That was so sick, the way he caught it, the way he rolled it out. I don't know if he's drunk right here or if he's sober. It doesn't fucking matter, but that was so rad. That's how you backside 3. I don't care if you touch both hands. Baker Maker to the fullest extent, baby. And let's check out some new Greco, Glass Carousel. It was hard to choose a line from this because he's ripping so fucking hard around all those crackheads and meth heads that live in downtown LA. Just to roll off a curb to back 3 to push into traffic. Very simple, very Grand Theft Auto inspired maybe. I don't know. I've been playing Vice City recently on my phone. It's stoking me out, shooting hookers and running people over. I feel like it's a lost art. Jim Greco, shout out, man. I love what you're doing. Very artistic look in this Glass Carousel. Who we got next? Who we got? Tom K, string theory part. Let's just appreciate the weirdos in skateboarding. This is what makes us happy to pick up a board and to watch videos. If everybody was wearing athletic gear and skating like Nija and whoever else the fuck, it would be a sport, it'd be team-oriented, it'd be boring. The way he works these wheelchair ramps back-to-back, front board off, that was so fucking sick. I think the trash can bash right here is the coolest part. And we will sort of revisit this line when we see Gons, because I think Tom K has the closest to Gons-like floating on water push you will ever see in your life. So rad. The way he looks at spots, he's so much different than everyone else, like he's permanently shrooming. Let's also look at his cutting corners part. He's that good. This three-piece he puts together, hippie jump, roll under, nollie wall right off. It's just so stylish, man. I'm sure those things are way closer together in person. And then this one, of course, is rad. Ollie over the wheelchair ramp, instant pole jam. It's just so fucking stylish. I love the way his hands are out. Let's look at some Papalardo, Alien Workshop, Photosynthesis. Oh, wait, sorry, it's Tim O'Connor. 5-0 shove it out the hard way. We will get to Papalardo. And then the nollie shove it, nose manny 180 out. Just a very stylish, weird line. Tim O'Connor's a slept-on legend. Scoliosis grind shout out. One of the greatest skaters on a microphone you'll ever hear. Hopefully one day I can have him on this fucking show. But check this line out. Varial flip up anything is fucking nutty. And then he does this 180, 5-0, 180 out. So rad. His whole body's contorted. Nollie varial flip up. Love Park, rest in peace. Boy, do we miss you. But this is the Love Park section. You are on the gnarly list. Transworld IE. Now we're getting into some Papalardo. Perfect switchback tail. A guy recently commented and said Brad Cromer was inspired in his early days by Papalardo. I kind of see it. But Pops has a very, very certain style. He puts his feet in such precise locations. Nollie heel flip front nose in a line is just absolutely fucking bonkers. Hope you're woodworking, hoping you're making enough money to continue the guest house you have for God. And I'm not even a God guy, but I respect it because Papalardo is such a fucking legend. Oh my God. The first static, Jake Rupp? When was the last time you thought of that name? Stylish tweaked ollies, but how about a nollie back lip in a fucking line wearing the iPath grasshoppers? So sick. I wonder if he has the Velcro strap attached right here. Just the way he works this spot is just so much different than anyone else would. Josh Stewart on the filming, I'm assuming. Weird looking tray flip, but it was super sick. Kind of a forecasting for the more stanky leg we get into. And the 180 over the rail that I think Fred Gall 50-50'd. Transworld The Reason, another fucking legend. Oh my God, we got to watch Stevie. Backtail fakie. This is a marathon line. Fakie hard flip. I don't know how much of this is planned. It doesn't look like a whole lot. He looks like he's just in the window, as Dill would say. Look at these flip tricks on flat. I can't believe how many things this guy can string together in the prime of his career. The switch heel flip was fucking sick. He kind of shifty caught it and then brought it back on his back wheels. Half cab nose slide, because why the fuck not? He doesn't have to do anything else after this, but it's such a marathon. You might as well finish all 26 miles right here. Sets up nollie nose slide, because why not? And then I think he's doing some sort of Ricky Oyola impersonation, showing him who's real boss here. I'm going to stop talking for a second. Just appreciate how he flowed from that fakie hard flip, turned the corner into the tray flip, the nollie back heel. These are all proper skate tricks. You can keep making fun of him of saying he came from nothing. I think that's fucking rad. And if I came from nothing, I would say it all the fucking time, especially if I could skate like that. Make a half cab nose slide look good in a fucking line. Stevie is such a goddamn legend. It's hard to put into words, and I think this is really the apex of his career if we're talking the window. Love Park just always looks so good on film. Nollie front heels also look good. We'll see a good one from Kelly Hart later. But we have to look at DG Kalis while we're here. One of the most interesting looking tray flips. The fact that he can skate those super tech DCs that are fucking horseshit. 180 nose grind, a trick you don't usually see from Kalis. Perfect switch heel flip. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but in my head, it's perfect because I've watched this so many times and I'm in love with that line. Wenning, we focused on Wenning in part 2, doing the nollie front nose slide on that ledge down the stairs. That might be a sicker line in the sweats, but it's not about who's sicker, who's better, who's more intense. It's all about people being themselves and representing their own style and their own thoughts in their head on a skateboard. That's all art. That's especially skateboarding. If it's not original, get the fuck out of here. Super old 411. I can't remember the number. I think it's number 10. Ricky Oyola. I don't think I'm going to talk over this line. I think you should study it. It goes on literally forever. He's skating to Jazzmatazz by Guru in the Backstreets. Super sick song, super sick album. Rest in peace, Guru. I think cancer took him out. But let's just let you have it. Yeah, it was a switch front Wally in a fucking line. I'm sorry, I couldn't not say anything. That was fucking absolutely ridiculous. All the companies this guy started, I think he should be higher up on the skateboarding Hall of Fame. But I think he kooked it pretty hard with the hard ER shit. And that is kooking it about as hard as you can. There's no reason to use insanely stupid language when you're this talented at skateboarding. I don't usually drink, but I've been moving a lot recently, and a tall boy at night has really been helping. It's been the ticket, baby. But name a longer line at this spot. Can't name it. Name one with a switch frontside Wally on a straight ledge that looks this sick. I think he ends it with a nollie nose grind. So rad. Tries to do a little nollie flip action. Catches it. All weird. Rolls out all weird.
The stoke you get from skating is more powerful than any concoction I can make in this rainforest.
You guys were close, but you chose the wrong vehicle to solve history's mysteries. You guys have to give hip-hop a chance.
I see a famous rap artist. I eat success for breakfast.
Lily pad, homies, look at the monster, man. You don't wanna crash like La 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 Bamba, yeah.
First, you get the money. Then, you get the power. And then, you get mummy.
Yo, check these glyphs. Are those skateboards? No way. This has to be it.
Let's open it.
You're free now, dudes. Get gnarly.
For real?
You got it. My turn.
If you build it, they will come.
I've been a bad man since I was a fetus. When I was one, I was the first baby to break a hymen since Jesus.
That's a lot of green. Heard him.
Let's go, crew!
Look at that bowl, man.
This is insane.
This is a certified hood classic.
It's scary how sick of videos you can make with AI right now, and it's only going to get worse. Anyway, we talked about Justin Brock last time. I wanted to give him bigger shine. So he feebles this rail forever, and then he sets up for nothing and just fucking frontside big spins out of nowhere. If I could frontside big spin like that, that's the only flat ground flip trick I'd ever do. Look how fucking sick that is. More J Brock. Give me more J Brock. Shredding in Oakland here. Kickflip up. He's going so fucking fast. Out of control tray flip. Slapped his feet fucking perfectly. Lip slide to switch crooks. And then he has to fakey tray flip up. That is such a well laced together line. The guy is immaculate. This is literally on some like a Chopin or a J.S. Bach level classical music, the way he put that together. And then this is just so absolutely fucked. Justin Brock does not get enough credit. The sickest tray flip in, he almost rides off 3 or 4 times, and the frontside big spin couldn't be any fucking sicker. Big heel flip in a fucking line, down a double set. Oh my God, fakey big spin the hard way. Are you fucking kidding me? Look how well he caught that. I almost want to own Nikes right now, but again, T-Bode, send me some anti-hero and some fucking independent, and whoever's doing Vans, send me some of those. Pat Burke, kickflip indie down the fucking Richie Belton gap, the Lindsey Robertson gap, into a slappy grind. Oh my God, let's talk about Virginia legends. We're going to talk about fucking Pat Burke. Check out this next line. So fucking rad. A beautiful looking varial heel flip, crazy looking grip tape, nollie heel worm burner pole hippie jump, and then he almost falls into oncoming traffic. This guy is such a fucking legend. Only very few people can skate to Brother Lynch Hung that aren't John Cardiel, and he's one of those people. Let's keep it Virginia. Let's keep it Gilbert Crockett. Check this out. Look at these fucking boosts on this shit. What the fuck is wrong with Gilbert? You can tell he chose Diddy Kong. In Diddy Kong Racing, he chose the fucking airplane without a doubt with that kind of boost. Oh my God. And then this line, a testament to how fucking talented this guy is. Those SunTrust butt benches, I don't think he's fucking annihilated them hard enough. How about switch shove it over a fucking... What is he even doing? Knee-high switch, shove it over something. One of the most absolutely fucked tricks you can do in the air. He's jumping. It's making that Tomb Raider noise. Oh! When he pops right there, so fucking sick. Trilogy. Let's look at some Kareem. Some ream action here. He's skating at USC here, nose manual for a long, lengthy distance. I love how casual he keeps it on this line in the all-white shoes. The nollie hard flip, we have talked about it. We will talk about it again. That was so fucking proper over the manhole cover, whatever the fuck that was. Front shove it, foot's a little off, I don't care. This is what legendary skaters do. They bring their own style, their own opinion of a spot, and they put it onto film. This is so fucking legendary. Oh my God. I don't remember if it was in the This Old Ledge, Ted Barrow, where he talked about the USC ledges, but it should have been if it wasn't. Ted Barrow, absolute fucking shout out. That guy is giving some serious history, and that's what this channel is predicated on. History. It's not about nostalgia. It's not about remembering the past. It's straight about history. Skateboarders defining their own history. That's what it's about. DIY. You think fucking the skate park in Portland was built by itself? Old school Santa Cruz, Troops of Tomorrow. Do you know who Tom Knox is? Backside 3 off the curb cut. Super sick kickflip. And then the filming style is a little crazy, but I guarantee he did all these tricks in a row. The lip slide to come onto the steps, super sick. You want to talk early street skaters pushing the boundaries? Man, that was so sick, that 3 shove. I just love the Vans, the speed, the fact that he's not skating anything higher than knee height. Just such a goddamn legend. Up there with Eric Dressen and Tommy G is just some certified gold standard skaters. And then this curb line, had to throw it in there. I don't know if it's Brian Lottie inspired or not. I don't know if they were skating at the same time in different timelines, but I just love the way he works every trick on this. He makes me want to go skate curbs right now. And despite there being this weird curb movement in skateboarding where way too many old guys are obsessed with curbs, I still like curb skating. It's still fun. It's still the essence of skateboarding. Look at that. It's so fucking sick. Jake Johnson and Al Davis, but we're not going to look at Jake. We're going to look at Al. Ollie over, nose bonk. This is one of the sexiest lines I think I've ever seen in my life. It's the way he works these titties. He has so much style and control and poise. The no comply 180, the switch big heel flip, the way it flipped, the way he caught it, the cons, all of it. Guy is such a fucking legend. I think he's from Ohio. I really like what Quasi has been doing and will continue to do. One of the greatest companies out. You guys can send me some boards if you want. I don't even need any fucking boards. I just need one anti-hero every 3 months and I'm set. Evan Smith, we got to talk about a fucking legend here. 180 over the can. Insane looking frontside, fakey frontside flip. Frontside half cab flip, whatever you older guys want to fucking say. And then giant Wally gap. Just love the lanky body, the hair flowing, how much pop he has. And he always seems like he's mushrooming and eating dog shit. I don't know. What a fucking absolute legend. And then whatever he's doing here at the Embarcadero, switchback tail. And I don't know how you're taking this trick down anything at all. Switch 360 with a heel flip. What the fuck are you thinking? Matthew Carlton, who we'll see later, our lawyer at large. Check that line out, dude. What the fuck? And then we got to throw Mason in here because we're already here. Fakey flip over the titty, switch tray flip, kind of tying back in with Al Davis skating those 2 titties. Just so much flow and style and precision. Mason is a goddamn legend. We got to talk about his homie, Louis Lopez, Days of Grace. I chose this specific line. The way he switched nollie wall road and came out switch, the half cab in, the back 3. This is a no spot that Louis is so good he makes it into a spot. Guy is, I don't want to say slept on, but one of these days we're going to see him get the shine he deserves. The Wally off the electrical box, Wally off the bank thing to frontside shove it, wall ride thingy. It's so fucking sick. The guy just laces in here and just shows us how fucking good he is. There's a million lines we could choose from Louis. Blackout, you ever heard of Ragdoll? Oh my God. Thank you to the guy who reminded me of Ragdoll. I appreciate it. Ollie down the stairs to 50-50. I think that spot's in Hollywood or LA. Ridiculous. I can't believe he ollied past the stairs after. That was, I remember an interview he did in an old Thrasher or Skateboarder where it had that photo. I didn't understand how he did that 50-50. I still don't understand it. What a legend. And then we got to get into the kid, Jason Adams, crazy Japan, frontside slappy, out of control pushing, backside 360 power slide. This is what style looks like. Someone being a fucking individual. Oh my God. San Jose shout out. The no comply 360 just really seals the deal. Look at that. Look how he puts that a line together. This is why John Lucero continues to sponsor this guy. He's so fucking good. He gets not enough credit, but we're giving him credit here because we love the kid. So sick. Blake Carpenter going from a powerhouse like Ragdoll to one of the smoothest guys on the board in today's skating. I'm glad this guy exists. He shows everybody you can just keep it chill, do mellow tricks for Jesus, and it's all good, baby. He doesn't even bring the switch frontside flip all the way around, but it doesn't matter. He's got the dunks on. He's getting paid, hopefully. That Donny backside flip was so fucking ridiculous. I'm thinking of a movie right now, Rat Race, and I don't know how Blake Carpenter fits into it, but I'm stoked on all of it. Damn, that was so sick. And then the way he works this switch varial heel flip 5-0. What the fuck? One-footed. He's smiling, having fun. This is skateboarding right here. Pushing boundaries and having fun while doing it and just laughing. I don't know if he's spliffed out or not. It doesn't matter. He's definitely not on shrooms. Pretty sweet. Let's keep it with extremely stylish guys. Let's go to Corey Kennedy. I don't know if he nose bonked there, the switch nose bonk 180. It sort of looked like it. How hectic is it to push through all these cracks in Hayward, California? The backsmith was so dipped. It's like an East Coast spot on the West Coast. I never skated it, but it was right down the street from me at one point. And he goes straight into the kickflip nose manny. Look how Corey works this. It's literally, if you were to play golf and hole in one every fucking hole on the front nine, it wouldn't even look as good as this. It'd be a fucking joke compared to this. He absolutely aces every fucking thing here. Corey. And I'm sure to end it with that kickflip nose manny was not only fucking hard, but man, he made it look good. The nollie back 180 down the stairs, the switch frontside 360. How many people on this planet skate like this guy? Not very much. It was good to see him in that Griffin Gas shit recently. And then this line's just out of fucking control. Who kickflip back nose blunt shove-its on a ledge in a line? Oh my God, Corey. This is so sick. I'm glad you got out of jail. I'm glad you're free. Keep skating, Corey.
Oh, hello. My name is Sancho Smilix. I'm an admiralty lawyer. The subject is lines. What makes a great line? Well, my esteemed fellow member of the bar, Dr. Gonzo, once told me while we were mainlining adrenaline at the Sands that a good line is unusual. For example, Mike York's line, "Where you from, nigga? Coming straight." Classic chocolate tour. Of course, that's made even more excellent by the fact that it's being skated over straight out of Low Cash, one of the greatest of all-time hip-hop songs. So, another fellow member of the bar, Mr. George Henson, in the movie Easy Rider, had it correct. That is an unusual line. The typical line goes east to west, such as The Grapes of Wrath, whereas Easy Rider goes west to east. It also goes from the future to the past. We're talking about communes in California to hoodoo cemeteries in New Orleans on Mardi Gras. So that is what a great line is. Thank you.
The Father Almighty, and thence he shall come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Ghost, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting.
Let's open it.
Oh, he's still on the board.
Portal's ready. Let's bring him home.
Welcome to 2026, dude.
He's still good.
You heard him.
Clock's coming in. The line's perfect. Clean grind, mommy.
Still got it. So who's the guy with the lightning tower?
Nikolai Tesla, at your service.
Looks like you've got plans.
Obelisks of resonance. Link them, and the planet breathes again.
Then let's build them.
No, you listen to me. If I don't get a 50,000 unit presale on this video, my ass is wheatgrass. Just hang on a second. Attention campers, tonight's lecture is liposuction, option or obsession.
Round 3 starting with Ozzy. What a absolute ATV legend, Scandinavian's finest. I'm going to call the riding down that bank what makes this a line, the ride-on backside tail slide into oncoming traffic. That was so fucking hectic. Oh my God. He somehow makes those weird-looking red dunks look cool. Look how he works this transition here. The frontside ollie couldn't be any more immaculate. And thank you to our own resident lawyer who posited that opinion about Easy Rider and Mike York. I really appreciate it. The way he pops in that manny and just how much fucking pop and style he's got on every trick after. Dude is a legend. If I had to put together a list of ATV Rippers, I think he's on my short top 5, that backside big spin disaster. The way he works the street spot, the nose blunt, and then he 50-50 ride off. What the fuck are you even thinking, Ozzy? Guy can skate everything. Super talented. I think he's got a hot black girlfriend who's a gymnast or something. Shout out to anybody from Scandinavia that's skating. Let's go to Skate More. Who do you think we got coming? Kerry Getz, talk about a legendary style. For all the hockey temper freakouts, he sure does have a under control style. Taking on this PJ Ladd spot in Boston. Ridiculous kickflip in. Perfect looking nollie heel flip. Set up for it instantly. The frontside 180 off the hard way. And the switch heel flip is immaculate. Shout out Kerry Getz. Fucking legend. 11th hour. You ready for a fucking British, mate, yeah? A fucking Nick Jensen, yeah? 5-0 shove it. You know that's some of the most haggard, rough ground London has to offer. Gets back around to switch backside 5-0. I love that switch Mongo push right there. He makes it look good. Switch flip back tail. And if that wasn't enough for you, and he's rolling through all these fucked up cracks on the marble, switch tray flip, bitch. Fuck. Nick Jensen and Danny Brady, some of the most inspiring line skaters I've ever seen in my life. If you've ever skated London, you know how hectic all this is. Tom Knox is just the new age of these guys, bringing lines to the forefront. Because if you can do multiple tricks in a row, why would you not? That's the way to skate, is to do tricks and keep going. Oh, we got to look at this fucking Danny Brady one more time, just because of that push. The nollie big spin the hard way. That push, oh my God, I could get to sleep on that shit right there. 7-year glitch. You know who Kenny Reed is? I think he coaches the Thailand Olympic skate team. He also happens to be an absolute fucking legend. The fakie tray flip, the fakie frontside flip, those iPath grasshoppers, and the nose grind revert off the keyhole, off the drop in Barcelona. Oh my God. If you ever skated MacBo, you probably looked at that keyhole thing. You probably thought a trick off it. You did not think a backside nose grind revert in a line. Kenny Reed is a style god. Fucking absolute legend. Shout out Kenny Reed. KO, it's official. It's time to talk about someone from the 9 Club. How fucking good is Kelly Hart? Do you know he had a window where he is one of the sickest tech flat ground skaters in the world? That nollie frontside heel flip was so fucking crispy. The fakie 5-0 goes on forever. The switch 360 just to really seal the deal. The kickflip over was sick as fuck. I forgot to show it twice, whatever. Sorry, Kelly. In Bloom, we got to talk about one of the most stylish skateboarders to ever pick up a board. Tony Trujillo. Read in the recent Thrasher that he's sober now. I'm happy for him, and hopefully his wife is too. They were looking pretty haggard on that King of the Road from about 10 years ago where that kid baked the cake and took care of their kids. But look how he works his spine. The guy is just born with style. I don't think he learned it. I think he just picked up a board and said, this is what I'm fucking doing. He's got it on the streets too. You ever been to this school in San Francisco? Those stairs are no joke. And then, of course, the layback 5-0 over the love seat, that's the cover of In Bloom right there. So fucking sick. But it's really how he works this line. I don't care who you give me. Most people that skate pools could not pull off this line and do all this shit back to back. The 5-0 over the death box and the light. So fucking sick. The only way to end this line. Look at him pump every fucking little tiny piece of tranny for what it's worth. The alley-oop pivot stall, carve over the bench backside. Trujillo is a fucking drug, and if you take it, you will understand skateboarding, bitch. Bordeaux exposure too. Let's look at some Leo Valls. Thank you to the homie that recommended this. He's got a very interesting way of skating spots that aren't really spots. This weird blunt slide, board slide thingy brings it back around. The nollie cab is fucking sick that he does after the nollie shifty. Just a very interesting way to skate street. And there's a lot of lines you could choose from Leo Valls. I just decided to go with this one. I liked how it had the black and white, like Eastern Exposure 3. A call out to Dan Wolf. So sick. Know your history. Know your skaters who are ripping. Know those French skaters who are ripping. Is Leo even French? I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. Let's get into some fucking Duff, man. That's life, baby. Super bad quality on this upload, but I kind of like it. The varial heel flip was proper. The backside 5-0 in a line. But what really seals the deal here for Duff, man, for me, is the fact that he can backtail fakie a handrail in a fucking line and make it look sick. So rad. One of the most copied skateboarders in history. Walnut Creek, baby. Shout it out. I hope he's skating with Morgan right now. Listen to some records. Do whatever the fuck those guys do. Huge shout out. I just can't believe putting this rail trick in a line. Even today would be sick. Ridiculous. And then we got to look at another Duff, man, because we got to. This is Martinez High School. I was locked up in the psych ward right down the street from this one time. Yeah, it sucked. But look how he works this. He looks like fucking Jack Skellington in those tight pants with like a Ramones upper top. He's got so much pop, and then how quickly he's doing all these tricks if you skated this spot, absolutely mind-boggling. Maybe you have to go there. I don't know. Maybe you can tell how fucking gnarly it was. And then this is what Duffman chose. Mike V, Scenic Drive, the PAL video. Look at the fucking raw power, the backside 180. Just keeps pushing half cab. Ollie's over this fucking wall. I had never seen this video before. except for Gershon Mosley's part. So thank you, Duffman, for pointing this out. That kickflip was super powerful, and he just keeps fucking going. The early grab because it's Mike V. But I wanted to showcase how Mike really shines, which is a random skate park and a bunch of people watching. For whatever reason, that's when he does his best shit. Look at the raw power. He doesn't even think about the trick he's doing. He's already planning the next trick. Super sick tail bash. I love how his hands taped up, the Dickies. 1995, 1996, a very good couple years for skateboarding. Everyone's dressing like it's those years. I don't know why. Even college kids over here in Iowa where I live are dressing like this. And I don't fully understand it, but I can respect the hustle in 95, 96. Great years. Stereo was killing it then. Mike V, obviously Powell was killing it. He's got so much raw power. Another guy who lives in Iowa. I haven't been to Des Moines yet. I haven't skated that park, but I will. And maybe I'll bring my boy Nate Sherwood, who I have not met yet, from Cedar Rapids. Who knows? But let's get into Gershon Mosley. The way he works this spot, he's got so much power and a huge bag he could choose from. But I think it's the fact that he keeps it low key and does very simple tricks with a ton of fucking pop. This frontside 180 he does off the bank, fucking nutty, so sick. Oh, that was the ollie, but the frontside 180s at the end. This was the only line I'd ever seen from this video, so thank you, Duffman, for shouting out Scenic Drive. I'm not a fan of Powell, and I never will be. They made a video called Fun, wackest name ever. But Gershon is a certified fucking legend. His part in Globe Opinion, and I think he has a part in The Reason. Both super sick, but I wanted to highlight 95, 96. Great years for not only the way people dress, the shoes, but the style people were bringing to everything. I think Stereo was at kind of the epicenter of long lines with simple tricks and powerful style. Raven Tershi, we got to have a whole section on Raven. He's that fucking good. If you haven't seen this edit, I wanted to highlight this back Smith. It's not really a line. He pumped into it, but I just wanted to show it. And the way he works this circle pull, what the fuck? Raven does not get enough credit. Everybody knows GT, and I will put GT in a later video about lines. But holy shit, does Raven murk shit. He also gives some love for us regular skaters, showing that it's not just goofy footers that are the most stylish and the most powerful on the board. That was so fucking gnarly, the gap back tail. And the way he works this fucking park, Haley, Idaho, some of the most certified gnar, grind line built, stands up on the 5-0, the fucking Steve Young jersey. Oh my God, every single second of this line is fucking gnar. And we got to put more Raven. He's that fucking good. I think he's raising a kid. This park up in Montana. Look at this line. Frontside ollies from bank to bank, ridiculous. He's got so much power, so much style. Santa Cruz, California. Get the fuck out of here if you don't think Raven's amazing. Southern Comfort. We're going to go back to it. We looked at Justin Brock in part 2. Let's look at David Clark. A very, very different skater from Justin Brock. Very smooth, light-footed. He got on crooked for a reason. Look at the way he laces together this line. So fucking rad. The fakie frontside flip. The Nikes way before they were popular. The backlip drop in, and then just casual 50-50, so sick. And then this line's ridiculous. Switch Wally, not to be confused with the Oyola one we saw earlier at Love Park. The switch varial heel brings it back to his regular stance. Kickflip back tail, so fucking sick. I think those are half calves. Maybe this is right before he got on Nike. I don't know. Maybe he ran out of Nike shoes. I don't really give a fuck. The cast, the white tee with the brown pants, kind of Bobby Pulio-esque. And let's keep it with crooked skaters that you forgot about. Luke Croker. Just an absolute style god. I believe he's from Down Under. The cutoff pants were a look there in 2007, 2008 when this came out. That fakie tray flip was immaculate. Switch backside flip or switch back heel over the ledge in a line. Super sick alley-oop 180. I don't think this guy gets the shine he deserves. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe you do. You can put that in the comments. But an absolute stunner who just seemed to disappear off the map. Love how he switch front shoved it over there. He's wearing the fucking sunglasses. Just skirts around to fucking pushing regular. Backside big spin. Super sick. Got some Nick Trapasso on it. The way he's bending his knees super long after he lands. Luke Croker. He's a top fucking cunt. Yeah. I fucking love Aussies. I love skateboarding. And I love people on crooked. It just happens that way. Andy Roy. Yeah, he does skate some street. I did find it. The Berkeley fucking tennis courts, baby. Frontside ollie over the bench. He acts like he's going to lick this fucking tennis player after this boosted indie over that fucking frontside air, whatever you want to call it, over the bench. Super sick. High socks, baseball tees, and somebody who you can guarantee is going to get you in trouble. Andy Roy is puffed out now, lifting weights. He's sober. Good for him. Love how he tried to lick that tennis player's legs. Hockey 4. We got to talk about some Nick Stain. He doesn't really do anything visually insane as far as the spot, but it's the tricks he links together, his style. I don't know. Something about this guy, to me, he's so sick. That 3-pack of Max Palmer, Cyrus Bennett, and Nick Stain. I think I first heard about him on Slap 1 in a Million contest. He's just got so much fucking style, raw power, perfect looking flip tricks. I love the way he puts his arms too. So rad. A quasi for sci-fi fantasy. This guy is so fucking slept on. Look at the Wally to Noseman, the perfect nollie flip. Just wanted to highlight that, but I wanted to get into this line. The backside 360 wall ride thingy, and then Wally to wall ride on the fucking 2 different dumpsters. That was so immaculate. And then you throw on an all maroon gear into this line. Not only does Jerry know how to pick him, but these guys know how to fucking skate. That was so fucking sick. Oh my God. Flo Marifang. You may have heard of him. You may have heard of this Puzzle Mag. He nollie no slides the Les Dome Hubba in a fucking line with no shirt on. Talk about a super legend. I could have looked at some of his lines at the same spot from They Don't Give a Fuck About Us, but I thought this was just, it really sets the scene. This guy should have blown up more. I don't know exactly what happened to him. The wrist guard, the switch flip down the double set, that was so fucking ill. I remember when that was a quick clip on old 411s to get you to watch Puzzle Mag. Shout out Europe. Shout out fucking Paris, the dirtiest city in the Western Hemisphere. And shout out anyone skating like Flo Marifang. So fucking rad. Adidas Skateboarding, Lucas Puig. Look at the line he puts together. One of our fucking masters. The nollie 180 over the fucking ledge. Switch flip back tail. Shove it out the hard way. In a fucking line, and it continues. Just skirts back around to regular. Nollie back 180, because why the fuck not? Lucas is so talented. It was actually hard to pick what line to highlight. Everything he does, skating shirtless on the beach in France these days, or Bon Appetit. He's such a fucking legend. Shout out, Lucas. And speaking of Bon Appetit, how about we look at Kale Nusk? This Down Under Ripper does not get enough credit. I remember him kickflip crooksing in Old Thrasher, and I never stopped thinking about the guy after that. Such a sick line to put together. Kickflip, frontside nose grind, tray flip, nollie flip, backside 5-0. To flip in on 2 different grind tricks in this line. This is probably like 2004, 2005. That was so rad, Kale. Subtitles or Subtleties and Seagulls. I fucked up the name, but Ethan Fowler is a style god. Sometimes I think power skating didn't happen until him and Stereo made it happen in the early 90s. Guy is such a legend. Obviously, after this, That's Life, his style kind of fell off, and then he did some kooky shit. But man, you got to appreciate people when they're in that window. Dude is fucking ripping it. Making a striped shirt look... Wow. Anti-hero fucktards. Sean Young, do you know what this is? Just high-speed pushing, kickflip over the fucking great fan or whatever the fuck that was. Smith grind next to somebody sitting on the ledge. This is so anti-hero, so raw and gritty, just keeping it pigeon life 100%. I love how he skirts out on that too. Just appreciate the style here. This is even, I'm not even going to highlight the hillbomb on acid he did. I did it in a different video. We can talk about it another time. The way he laid in that Smith grind, you know the shit's not that wax. It's fucking SF mid-90s. So fucking rad. Shout out Julian Stranger for picking some of the greatest teams in history. And we got to look at Bob Nahr. Look at him boost the kickflip indie or the kickflip mute the hard way. Oh my God, he's got so much power and flow. Holy shit. Maybe you saw the Phil Shao documentary recently. The most important video in skateboarding in the last couple years. Talk about an ATV original ripper. Not only can he skate fucking transition or handrails or 5-0 the bar at Fort Miley, but look at him just flow down the fucking street. It must be insane to be this good. He got taken from us early. Apparently, Jake Phelps was tapping him to be the new editor of Thrasher, and man, that would have been fucking amazing. It's unfortunate it didn't happen. We have to settle with Michael Burnett, who seems like a very nice guy, but there's no attitude at the magazine anymore. Baker has a death wish. You ever heard of Antoine Dixon? I don't think he moves his upper body the entire time. The fakie crooks. The fucking perfect fakie flip doesn't move the body. I don't even think he moved a fucking finger. Switch heel flip frontside 50. How often do you see that trick? So fucking rad. Wanted to put a style champion in here towards the end. You can just appreciate this for the next 1,000 years and it will never get old. Some skateboarders just defy time and logic, and he's one of them. Shout out Antoine, whatever the fuck you're doing these days. Keep skating. Stay sober if you can. Shane goes, I mean, it should go without saying how good Shane O'Neal is. I just randomly picked a couple lines. He has so many good lines in his career. This was just when he was young and spry and he had a lot of pop in his feet, and he's still fucking killing it today. I like the company he runs. I like the guys he chooses. I like the way he blows up after he lands this huge switch heel flip. What was that, fucking 14 super long Chinese stairs? Fucking insane. I love how he didn't push before the fakey tray flip. Just a style icon, a tech icon, one of the greatest skaters to ever pick up a board. You can quote that motherfucker. I don't care. Jesus Christ, the catch on that. Let's look at a couple more. Nollie 270 lip. And then whatever the fuck he's thinking here. Nollie big flip nose grind. What the fuck? Nollie big flip 180 nose grind. How many people have you ever seen do that trick? And how many have done it in a line? Nobody, just Shane. And then just showing off his raw power. The 360 shove it couldn't have been any better. It spun on his back foot into the Nollie frontside flip going high speed. Nobody should wear open button-up shirts other than him and Mark Appleyard because they're that good and they're that stylish and nobody else is. Sorry, hate to say it. Reel to reel, we got to highlight Gons here. He is that good. So I picked this one, the 180 up, the half cab, the tray flip, and then look at Tom K's push next to his. How much does Tom K look like fucking Mark Gonzalez? Oh my God, but not like he's copying, just a slight influence with a lot of skating and being a weirdo. All of it's great. Mark Gonzalez, I mean, let's not even talk about topless. Let's just talk about the most inspiring skaters ever, like Del DeFunky the Homo Sapien. When I met him, this fucking guy, when you see him, you just want to go perform your art. You just want to be better. It calls the higher self within you. Just destroying the park in fucking Philadelphia, FDR. Huge backside grasser looking thing. The kickflip kind of mobbed, so sick. And then uphill here at the new spot. Front blunt. Just brings it back around. Fakey flip. He's like a fucking grandpa when this video came out. Nobody in their mid-30s was shredding. But Mark defies all logic. The switch tray flip just to really seal the deal. I love the fit too. He just looks like an average dad with camo pants on. And he just shows up to the spot and fucking annihilates it. This is what legends do. They do their own thing, they do it their own way, and they don't give a fuck that you care. It's such a legendary behavior that the rest of us will never learn. We're just not good enough. And then I had to throw in this Mark line just because it's so odd. The revert around, the revert the other way, the front shove it. I've seen this spot in San Francisco. It looks like it has so much potential, but it really doesn't. After he hippie hopped over, it's over with. You're not going to do something better here. I've never even seen Busenitz try to do a line here because the spot was shut down by the first skater who skated it. And we're going to end this whole video with a brand new video part. Dan van der Linden, he's that good. We're putting him after the Gons. The way he works these Universidad ledges, frontside flipping that gap is absolutely fucking insane. With the ollie up, I'm calling it a line. That was so rad, Dan. Dan, I think, is so good people sleep on him. The gap tail slide too. Just working the spot for everything that it's worth. Turning it into a line. The back 180 nose grind shove it. Guy's got proper style. A huge bag of tricks. He can literally skate anything. He's unstoppable. I thought we should end the video with this guy because he's that fucking good. Wow. He earned the swoosh. He earns the anti-hero. Look at this boost. That's some cardio shit. And I'm going to call it a line because he does ollie over the rail into the bank after. Look at this fucking shit. Fucking Brother Lynch Hung should be playing while he fucking styles that out. Anti-hero never disappoints.
Even spread paper is tight. Look at that control. He's at 45 seconds left to beat. Needs a clean seal.
We just need the shaman, the ninja, and Pythagoras for the geometry, and we may just save everyone on the planet. Ooh. They're here.
So gnarly.
Dude! Spirits, guide the current.
Angles aligned. Power flows.
We did it. The planet breathes again.
Lines and curves perfectly balanced. Clean pushes, smooth landings.
Let them roll.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, that's incredible. That makes everything better. How do you do it?
I don't know, man.